Namaste, brothers and sisters. How is it all going? I'm just going to wait for a few people to jump on the call. And while I'm waiting, I am just going to start a watch party in the Event is Happening group. And I think I might start one in the reclamation of self-worth. So I'll just wait for everyone to jump on the call live now. Please, could you share this video, brothers and sisters? This is going to be a really, really important message for the collective. So just while we're waiting for everyone to jump on the call, yeah, it'd be amazing if you could share this video. And let's get this message out there, because there's very, very important work. Hi, Lacey. Very, very important work that is taking place today for the collective. So I just want to tell everyone about that. So basically, I was shown this trajectory of what is going to be occurring on the 21st of December 2020, and it is going to be a massive astrological alignment which all of these energies are building up towards, and it marks a very, very significant sort of like you know, time period or crossover point, you could say, whereby the planet actually leaves the age of Pisces and moves into the age of Aquarius, because Jupiter is 0 degrees Aquarius on that day, and there's another conjunction I can't remember. But anyway, all these energies now are building up towards this massive cosmic alignment, also known as the event, you could say as well. Please can you share this video, guys? We've only got 40 people. I've normally got about 200 people by this point. It would be absolutely amazing if you could share this message. And so now, in order for us to really, really collectively add supportive energies to this big massive shift that's going to be occurring on December the 21st, my spirit team have shown me work that we are being guided to do that will really, really help the collective to come to the correct vibration in order to really, really align with this timeline, the highest optimum Christ consciousness timeline. And so I've been shown 3 ceremonies that need to take place. The first one is the reclamation of self-worth, which we've done that one. That was absolutely amazing. We did that one, and we worked with very, very powerful symbology and codes to re-establish those self-worth codes within all of our psychic consciousness. So that was the first ceremony that needed to take place. The second ceremony is going to be taking place today, and this is the healing of sexual trauma ceremony. So we live on a planet, this is probably the hardest planet in the whole entire universe for a soul to incarnate, because there is so much abuse, particularly towards children. Now, you might think to yourself, oh, well, I've never been abused, even though 1 in 3 or 4 people have been abused. But even if you haven't been abused, you will be still affected psychically by the imprints of that violation, because we're all one. We're all one, and so any trauma that happens to one person happens to all of us. And so what I've noticed in myself and also in my work is that because of what's been going on with COVID and all the, you know, all this human trafficking has been brought to light and stuff like that, a lot of us have been really, really affected, because we're so sensitive and we're so in tune with our sexuality and what has been going on with a lot of children, that it's caused a lot of issues with our sexual flow. And so this ceremony today is actually going to be, we're going to be working with such powerful symbols to clear the trauma that we are carrying personally and collectively in our sacral area, where we store the abused patterns. So this is going to be so important that we all come together, as many brothers and sisters as possible, come together to actually support each other in the momentum of this great work as we clear these trauma patterns from the collective. But also we're going to be clearing them from ourselves personally and individually. And this is going to have a knock-on effect to all of us in terms of our divine unions, in terms of our relationships, in terms of the pleasure that we're going to be able to experience in our relationships. because every single one of us that are drawn to me and drawn to this work and drawn to this community, like, we are empaths. We are empaths of the highest order. And so, you know, how can we just kind of like push it all to one side, the fact that all this abuse has been taking place in our ancestral lineage? Oh yeah, don't worry about that, I'll just stuff that under the carpet and I'll just be multi-orgasmic. And it doesn't work like that. It's like we cannot ascend until the deepest, darkest shadow aspects have been faced. You have to go to the deepest, darkest aspects, and you have to bring the light, and you have to stand underneath those aspects, and you need to bring it back home to the self. That's the only way you can ascend. You cannot ascend from bypassing. So we all need to do this work. It's just, this is an invitation to come and do it in a global setting, in a very, very held setting. So the ceremony is going to take place today, 30 minutes past 8 UK time. It is now 8 minutes past 2, so in 6 hours and 10 minutes the ceremony is going to take place. And yeah, it's going to take place on a secret Facebook group. So as soon as you sign up, you get a PDF, and that gives you instructions. Please can you share this video, brothers and sisters, because it's so important that your brothers and sisters, your family, know that they can come and be part of this ceremony. It is going to help, like, for those of you that have actually been sexually abused, of which there are millions and millions, so many, it's so sad. But you will personally receive such a massive breakthrough. The codes and the symbols that we are going to be working with in order to correct this trauma are truly, truly the mother of all symbols and the mother of all spiritual tools. So, you know, it's just going to be a fast track. It's just going to be a fast track for all of us to really, really recorrect those imbalances and those patterns that are not in alignment with our highest godliness and our highest divinity, you know, because this is the cleanup operation. This is the correction point, you know, and people like us, we're the ground crew. And so it's so important that we lead the way for all of humanity, that we're doing this work not only for ourselves, we're doing it for every single soul that has incarnated alive today. And we're also doing it for all the ancestors to come, for all the future generations to come. So I really, really hope as many of you as possible hear the call and come and add your energy to this ceremony. Really, really, this is such a deep, earnest invitation for you to come and do this, not only for yourself and for all your ancestral lineage, for your daughters and your granddaughters and your granddaughters' granddaughters and sons as well. We're doing this for the whole entire earthly family. So this is huge. And also I just want to share with you, like, this is probably the heaviest duty work that my spirit team have guided me to do. And as soon as I you know, put out the date about this sexuality healing, I really, really purged. Like, I did a massive, like, puke, and I know that it's to do with, like, clearing this energy, because I come from a family where there's been a lot of abuse. I wasn't abused, but my family was. My mum and all her siblings were, and my grandmother was. And so I've definitely incarnated with those abuse imprints. Not like, I haven't directly experienced them in this lifetime, but I was in my mum's womb and she hadn't processed her abuse when she was carrying me. So I was absorbing all of her trauma imprints, as have all of us, you know. So this is an amazing opportunity for us to come together and actually do this work. But I was going to say that, yeah, this has been very, very heavy duty for me to be the facilitator of this ceremony. I've had to be really, really step fully into my mastery. I mean, I'm always in my mastery, but I've had to, like, really, like, ramp it up to hold space for all the brothers and sisters that are going to be part of this ceremony. Like, I'm already holding that kind of, like, shamanic space on the inner planes. Because that's what the masters of ceremonies do. We're holding space for your transformation, and as soon as we, you know, declare that date, that ceremony is trajectory is put into motion. So yeah, it's been really, really full on, and that's why I know it's going to be such an important ceremony, because of what I've been going through personally, in terms of purging myself. So yeah, that's that. Let me just read some of your comments. So much love and gratitude for your work. Thank you, Ada. That's really beautiful. So yeah, that's the message. I'm going to get this message up on YouTube. Please share this video. Please start watch parties. I'm going to start watch parties throughout the day, and it's going to be so powerful. Like, if you've been abused, like, this is the place to be at 20 minutes past 8 UK time, and it's going to massively help you clear that trauma. And we're going to be working with the energy of forgiveness as well. So I love you all. Thank you for sharing this video. So exciting to be here and to be connected in this amazing community. So on that note, I'm just going to wrap it up right around here and say love you all and see you all in a bit. Namaste.